Hey everyone, my name is Tony and welcome to another quick video. Today we're testing the new image to 3D feature inside of SketchUp. We're going to generate a couple of models and we'll use a couple of mind.sight extensions to make them a little bit more usable. Let's dive in. So here we are inside the SketchUp, and the first thing you want to make sure is that you are logged in to your SketchUp account. And then you want to go ahead and open the SketchUp AI. And here you'll be able to see the two AI features available in SketchUp. Here you'll be able to see your credits and a breakdown of how the credits work with the AI features. So any help through AI is free. AI renders are 5 credits. And to generate 3D models, it's 30 credits. So let's go ahead and open AI Assistant. And here you're going to find Generate Object. Here you can generate an image using prompt. For example, let's say I need a generic model for a wood round table. You can click Generate Image. It's gonna take a few seconds. Gives us this image, and then I can take this image and use this to generate 3D model, which is going to be 30 credits. So I'll go ahead and do that as an example. Let's go ahead. So here is our 3D model, and you can see the image that we use to generate this model. Just click download, and here we have our 3D model. Not too bad for a first try. And let's quickly check for scale. This is at least 2 feet 5.5 inches, which sounds pretty reasonable. Now for the model quality, it's actually not too bad. If you go into the component, you can see the polygon structure. And this is a pretty decent model to use as background context into my scenes. And you'll notice that nothing is also split into groups or components. So there's definitely more editing that can be done to this model. So now let's try to generate something with our own reference image. So this is the image we're going to use as a reference. And I'm now going to use a prompt this time. Simply going to generate model, and now we wait to see our result. So here's a side-by-side comparison of our reference image and the model we generated. So not too bad. Let's download if we can get that in our scene. It actually looks pretty impressive. For background models, just for context, this looks pretty good. So here's a little test result. I generated models with the same image. One has a white background and one is pretty busy as far as context and other objects. As you can see from this result, our image with a white background gave us a full model, and our image that was a bit busy only gave us the objects on top of the table. And as you probably guess, it's possible that the AI can get confused from the reference image. So because these models are generated with one reference image, SketchUp will really do its best to also provide a good texture or material, which is why if you look at the materials, you will only get one texture for your entire model. But as you spin around, you can see that it might look good from one angle, but not so much from others. And even a model like this, for example, that could be a single solid surface. It gave us this texture, and it's really hard to read and make out what it is. So one quick fix that we can do to all the models is to replace the texture and actually simplify the mesh so they can become even lighter models. And we can do this with a couple of tools. So first, I'm going to make a copy of all my models and make unique. Let's also go to views and turn on hidden geometries so we can see the face count and polygons. So to get rid of the texture, I can use SketchPlus on Paint All, activate my tool, and click on my model, and that gets rid of the texture. And then we can bring in a new texture that we can apply to this model. And for better mapping options, we can use the Sketch UV. We can use Sketch UV, and we can have this on box mapping. And you can use some of the shortcuts to further adjust the texture. And as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. But another thing we can actually do is reduce the poly count of the model, so it becomes even lighter, and we can do that using Skimp. Keep in mind that when you are simplifying a model using Skimp, Skimp will consider the UV mapping coordinate, so I would recommend actually removing the entire texture, simplify the model, and then reapply a new texture if you can. there is actually a setting in Skimp to maintain the UV coordinates. And as an example, if I disable and simplify my model, you can see how the texture is broken down. You can see how we lose the UV coordinates and the texture is mapped to each face on the model. So I'm going to repeat the same workflow. We're going to go to Unpaint All, and get rid of the texture inside of this model. And then we'll go to Skimp to simplify, turn on edges and turn off smooth. And now we can bring this to actual 50%. And after that, we can bring in our own texture. And once simplified, it is much easier to apply texture to our model. And to finalize, we can use the Sketch UV box mapping to better map our new texture. So these are just a couple of things we can do to the image generated models. So I hope these tips help when you're using this new SketchUp feature. And that's gonna be all for this video. Definitely impressed with the SketchUp image to 3D model generator feature. As you can see, it's fast. It can generate pretty impressive models, but it's definitely not perfect. But hopefully the tips shared in this video can help you make more use of this feature. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.